Good Monday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martridge. This is your outlook for November 18th, 2013. And we're starting off with the GFS here this morning. And we have a cold front that's going to move through very early this morning. Any leftover showers that were associated with this will probably moved out prior to the time that most people get up. But our eastern portions across New Jersey, there's still a possibility of a lingering shower before the front moves out. One thing behind the front here is with the system being so strong up here in southeastern Canada here, and high pressures poised to move in from the west here. It's not pictured; it's way out here. There will be a tight pressure gradient between the two, and it's going to be a very windy day today. So if you're going to leave in the morning and it's going to you'll go outside and you'll say, oh wow, it's pretty warm out, I don't need a jacket. I wouldn't suggest that, because during the day today the temperatures are expected to plummet. The winds are going to increase, and we're going to have winds sustained 20 to 30 miles per hour at times, with gusts over 30 miles per hour possible. And with falling temperatures, it's going to feel very chilly this afternoon as we head into the evening hours. So by the time you get out of work, it's going to be a much different story, much different feel to the air. And you'll definitely need a jacket later on. So please bring it with you, so you're not kind of caught with your pants down there, so to speak. And we go forward in time here. The wind really hangs with us for the next day or so here. We get into Tuesday, Monday night and Tuesday is really not a slack off in the winds, maybe a little bit, but not much. It's still going to be pretty breezy here through Tuesday. Wind shifting down to the northwest. Now you can see where these isobars are, how closely packed together they are, and coming from the northwest in that direction here. So winds are going to be westerly today, shifting to the northwest as we head into Tuesday, with those chillier temperatures Tuesday and Wednesday. High pressure is going to move in, and eventually it's going to shift offshore. So as we get into toward the end of the week, but then another cold front is going to move through and knock temperatures back just as it starts to moderate slightly as we get a little bit further along in the week here. Our next change of precipitation is not going to come until later in the week. Here's that high pressure we talked about moving off to the east here, and as it moves off to the east, another cold front is going to approach from the west here. And there's a little bit difference in scenarios here between the GFS and the European model here. Because the GFS is a little warmer, it's indicating this front will come through with just rain, and then it moves the precipitation out very quickly. And here, I'll move this back here. Here's Friday morning. The 32-degree line's way up here to the north into Canada here. So it's not showing anything as far as any wintry precipitation expected Friday night, and Saturday. But the European model is showing a little bit different of a scenario, where that doesn't have this front coming through as progressively. Here's the front sitting down here. I'm kind of going with it with my mouse here. This is where the front is going to be located at that point. Temperatures not really dropping that far behind the front here on the GFS. But if you go to the European model, a little bit different of a look here. And now this is showing Saturday night here, and all this precipitation up here, although light, is showing some light snow falling. And then you have the front that's kind of sitting, not as progressive with this front. This front's a lot closer, kind of sitting like this. And because of that, you have some showers that are, actually these would be snow showers or rain-snow mix up in this area. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, see how that plays out. The European model has been showing a colder solution in the long range for a couple days now, so we can't just completely ignore it. So you'll see some forecasts that are kind of up in the air for the end of the week, whether or not you just have just rain showers, or you have a mixture of rain of snow, or maybe even some snow showers altogether. We'll narrow that down as we get a little bit closer. Looking at the long range real quick, we've been talking about a pattern change not happening anytime soon, and we have an up and down pattern. Cold shots of air for a couple days, then it gets warmer again, then it gets colder again, back and forth with this zonal progressive flow we've been in. And the CFS is finally starting to acknowledge that. Still a west-east flow here in the beginning of December, but once we get past that, here's the next frame. This is the middle of December. And then look what it does for the second half of December. This is from the 17th to the 27th period. And look at this cold air starting to dig down here from Canada. And then, of course, you have ridging out west here, where you have the warmer temperatures. These are above normal temperatures out here, below normal temperatures here, and much below normal temperatures up here. So the CFS is picking up on that. And then you get, at the end of December, it gets really cold here as we head into January, with the same kind of pattern here, where you have and if this were going to be true, you have a big ridge here like this, and a big trough here in the east, and you could be in for some big storms here in this area here if it is this cold, and it would be a snowy time frame at the end of December. We don't want to jump ahead of ourselves yet because the CFS has a tendency to flip like a fish out of water sometimes. So, but it's just nice to see that our ideas are starting to show up, at least on some model guidance, that we have transient back and forth for the first part of December, up through the first part of December, and then maybe the second half is when we really start kicking into a true pattern change. And we'll have to see how that plays out as we get a little closer. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for Monday, November 18th, 2013. Have a great day.